It's an omen.
Now, nothing says fun to us like a bit of shape-shifting and casual murder. Luckily for us, Prototype, Activision's latest, is not far off. In Prototype, you play as Alex Mercer. We wish we could tell you who that is, but the thing is we don't know, and neither does he. Yes, poor old Alex wakes up in the New York City ravaged by hideous infection, not knowing who he is, how he got his awesome powers, or seemingly how to put his hood down. Of course, as is only natural in these situations, he decides to reconstruct his memory by killing a lot of people. The game's interesting new slant on sandbox gaming sees you embroiled in the middle of a war between infected citizens and the local military. Clearly assuming you're some kind of juvenile delinquent, they've both decided they want you dead, and so it's up to you to decide which way the conflict will go. We caught up with Prototype's producer to find out what we could expect.
He wakes up, has no memories of his past, and the way to unravel the story is by consuming people. So the consume mechanic is essentially you're sucking them into your own mass and you unlock memories. Consuming also allows the player to regen his health, unlock abilities, and assume their disguise. Alex's locomotion basically has no limit. He can climb buildings, and I'll show you a good example right here. Simply by pulling the right trigger, I can run up any structure in the world. I can also help myself by jumping up and gliding, which is very efficient to cover a large-scale distance. In this next segment, Blackwatch is basically throwing a bigger threat to Alex. We're going from soldiers to tanks, and these armored vehicles are pretty lethal. So why Alex equipped a different set of shape-shifting powers. This one's called the Hammer Fist. It's very, very useful against these high-powered tanks.
We can't reveal much more at the moment, but we've had a bash at the gameplay and it's surprisingly satisfying. Normally in games like this, when there's so much going on one screen, it's easy to feel detached and distracted, but Prototype still manages to be a thoroughly engaging experience, and one we're looking forward to reviewing in full on release in June.
Strength. This power. Where does it come from?